These are Borneo ear tree frogs. I'm letting them go because where I live in Borneo is these frogs' natural habitat. And the thing is, even though this guy is very very plump, it is very hard for me to get their food, and I can't really find flightless fruit flies here or anything of that sort. So it's a little difficult for me to feed these guys. The only way I was able to feed these guys was with a certain species of isopods that you can find here in the wild, but they're quite hard to catch. So now I think I'm just going to release them into our property. Because there's a few places where they can hide, and there's a good amount of food here. So I hope they survive, and we'll get some frogs around here. But an interesting thing about these frogs is the reason why they're called Borneo ear tree frogs is, oh, look at this boy. Wait, they're also very, very cute. They're very cute, dumb frogs. The reason why they're called Borneo ear tree frogs is because they have like this flap behind their eyes that looks as if it has an ear. And one time they saw that, they were like, oh, let's name it a Borneo ear tree frog, and that's what they named it. As you can see, we have a philodendron in here, and it's not doing the best because the substrate is really wet. You can see because I have a water feature here with some floating plants, and I have whatever this plant is. I don't know the name. If you guys know the name, then comment it. Anyway, I'm going to be releasing these guys. Hope you enjoy the release. But before I release these frogs, as you can see, I have a lot of tadpoles. These are actually tadpoles for these frogs, and I personally hatch the frogs from the foam nest. And the adults lay eggs in foam nests, and then tadpoles will hatch out, and they'll end up turning into frogs, and they have a long way to go until they become adults. So I'm just gonna go release them in a second. Just 1 second. This is where I'm gonna release them. I've already released quite a few frogs here, and they have been doing pretty okay. Here's one frog right there on my hand. Let's go into the plant. Oh, Jesus Christ, look at that. They're definitely tree frogs. Look at that. That's crazy. I have to wet my hands a bit more. An important thing of when you're handling frogs in general, just frogs in general, you have to weten your hands. So because your skin will absorb the moisture that's on the frog skin. And obviously, frogs need moisture to survive. So that's an important part of handling frogs. I wouldn't recommend handling frogs, but I never handled these guys before. They're pretty, as the one you saw before wasn't the calmest one in the world, but when it was on my hand, it looked pretty comfortable. It was just a bit dry, so I wetted it a lot more. So I wonder if it's still there. Oh, there it is. It's more or less the same place. Okay, next frog. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ah, there you go. Hey. He's looking out. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna jump out. There it is. Look at that. Ooh. Can you see it? Yeah. A frog. Let's see. This plant was in the water. Not fully submerged. Obviously not a water plant. Where did they? Oh, there's only one left. Oh, they might have jumped out earlier. So I wonder if they're anywhere near here. Anyway, let's take the last one out. Come on, sweetie. Look at that boy. Pretty thick boy. It's very fat. Quite a fat frog. Oh no, before I need to make it focus, phone. Focus on the frog. That's my dog. But that's a beautiful shot of that frog. Look at that. Look at us. Yeah. So these, it's not very, it's more distinct. You can see it better when they're adults. But they don't really have the ears now. And, oh, look at this boy. He's just walking away. That guy's still, oh, do you see him jump? I don't think the camera caught him jumping. Jesus Christ. Their ears are more, I mean, not exactly the ears, the flap behind their eyes are more distinct when they're adults. And as you can see, he's pretty ready to jump. That's a beautiful shot. That's a very wood-like pattern, and that's the point, because these are tree frogs. It's a pretty big frog. I think it's the biggest one of the bunch. I'm not sure. Oh, there's the other one. You see him? He's going into the trees. Hopefully he doesn't get eaten. Finds food. Let's see. Focus, phone, focus. Stop focusing on the background. Focus on my finger. There we go. Beautiful pattern on this frog. Camera's picking up. Oh, it's very loud here. I'm just gonna continue filming in a second. It's been some time later, and whoa, the frog started to move. Look at that. It's a beautiful frog, really. As you can see, there's wood patterns on its back. From, you know, it needs to camouflage on the wood, so that's why it has wood patterns on its back. These would eat anything from ants to isopods to fruit flies to any small insect at this stage. When they're adults, they eat bigger insects. Okay. Oh, I'm just looking into the camera. If the camera would just focus. Focus on my hand then, camera. There. Look at him, he's just looking into the camera. So cute. Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful frog. I'm gonna release this guy too. Where's the other guy? Oh, there he is. There it is. Release this guy. Get on the leaf, please. Get on the leaf. Get on the leaf. This is where you're supposed to be. I'm in, you know, behind my house there's like a swamp area, which I've mentioned in another video. And that's where I find the tadpoles. And I take the tadpoles in, so they have a higher chance of survival. Come on, yeah. Look at him, he's beautiful. That's a beautiful frog. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want. Like if you like this video. You can unlike too. That's fine. Ooh, what? These frogs are so well camouflaged. Jesus Christ, these frogs are so well camouflaged. I didn't see those one, like, it was over here, like under the plant. That's how well these frogs are equipped to being camouflaged in their environment. Just like brown coloration overall. There. This guy is a little bit more jittery. They all have different patterns, which I find amazing. Look, this guy's patterns. This guy's a little bit more on the skinny end. But he's pretty big as well. Like, pretty long. This guy's patterns is completely different from the one before. Which is over here now. Oh, that was a clumsy. Did he fall? That's a very dumb frog. And I'm going to release this guy too. And then I'll end the video. Release. Get off my finger. Get off my finger. I know you love my hand, but just get off my finger. Jesus Christ. Oh. That was a very bad jump. I mean, it was a good jump, but like that's not where you were supposed to go. Can you see him? can you see the frog? If you can't see the frog, that's how well camouflaged it is. Frog is right here. But if you're looking from a distance, you wouldn't be able to see the frog. But like now, because I told you guys, you can probably see the frog. If you can't, it's over here. A final look through the enclosure. I don't see anything. I'm just gonna let this enclosure grow now. And as you can see, this is getting pretty taller than the enclosure is tall. I'm just gonna let it grow, and thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe if you liked this video, or dislike if you didn't. Thank you.